life spinning on an old patrol. I'm a two-strike swinger, I'm a Pepsi Cola. I'm a blue jean quarterback saying I love you to the prom queen.
Welcome everyone to Off the Cuff. I am Adam Banks. Thank you for listening to the show. Nellie is here with me. Nellie, how's it going?
Going pretty good, Adam. How about you?
It's going really well. Halloween is almost here. I love Halloween.
It's not one of my favorites.
Why don't you like it?
I don't know. I don't know.
What's your
Too
favorite?
much goes into it.
What holiday doesn't?
Anymore.
What holiday doesn't have something that goes a lot into it?
Yeah, but that's one of the elaborate one, I think.
No, not more than Christmas. Halloween's supposed to be fun. You give out candy. It's a lot of fun. You dress up. You should come to a Halloween party with me at the Tin Roof this year.
Oh, Lord.
You want to?
You know what happens to me at the Tin Roof?
No, I don't.
I lose my lenses.
Is that where you lost your lenses last year?
Yeah.
That was
That wasn't last year.
March.
It was 2 years ago.
No, that was this year at the Final Four. When you was watching, yes, Nellie, it wasn't 2 years ago when you lost the lens out of your glasses. That was this year.
So these aren't very old.
They're like 6 months old. They're not 2 years old.
I can't help it. I can't remember nothing.
Okay, well, anyway, there's a lot been going on around the world. Did you hear about what happened to Jimmy Fallon today?
No!
He fell, hurt himself, hurt his other hand.
You are lying.
No, I'm not. It's made national news. Jimmy Fallon fell and hurt his other hand.
It's fine. Oh, we got to find
Oh,
that
we will.
so I can watch it.
We will. Well, it's not recorded that he fell. Like it's not like on camera. He fell just like off the air somewhere, just walking around in daily life. Like he is too jittery. He needs to calm down.
He's just got so much energy.
So much energy, and like he just falls all the time.
I bet his metabolism must be high.
But you know what's so funny is when we watch Fallon, I wonder if he'll come on tomorrow and just have the most hilarious story. He'll have his other hand taped up, and he's just...
Crazy.
That's so funny he hurt himself again. Not that he hurt himself.
Yeah, but it's like, God,
the way he
buddy.
hurt him, yeah, he hurt his other hand. That's...
Get him a scooter or something to ride. He'll probably wreck it.
A scooter to ride. But yeah, so that's been going on around the world, Nellie. A lot has been happening. You know, what's been going on in your life?
Oh, not much.
Not much. Okay, so I'm trying to get into your phone, Nellie. What's your code? 033.
What? Just tell the whole world, Adam.
Yeah, you have to change it after we go off the air. After we go off the air, you have to change it, okay?
No.
Yeah, why not? Here, I'll just announce it. So, what was I going to show you? I was going to show you that story about Jimmy Fallon, right?
Yes.
Well, that's something that can wait. I had something pulled up here that I was going to bring up and talk about. Have you been keeping up with the presidential election at all?
Not a whole lot, because it's about done already. Got on my nerves.
Do you have anybody in mind that you're going to vote for?
Not really.
Republican
For
or
sure.
Democrat?
No.
You have no idea?
No.
Are you a registered Democrat, though?
Yeah.
I'm a registered Republican.
But you vote for who you want to.
Well, in the primary, you can't. You have to vote your party.
Yeah.
And then in the main election in November, you can vote whoever you want.
Right.
But it's winding down. It's winding down. The candidates, it looks like it's going to be, in the Democrats, it looks like it's going to be Hillary. I don't see Bernie Sanders beating Hillary by
Lord, no.
anything. And the Republican, do you see it being Donald Trump?
Who's the next guy?
Ben Carson.
Doctor. Ooh.
Ben Carson, yeah. And then the one after him is Jeb Bush.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's not good.
That's not good, no.
Somebody needs to step up here.
Yeah, okay. And then the guy behind him, I think, don't quote me, but I think it's still a Rubio. The little Mexican guy. I'm telling you, there's a lot of diversity in this presidential election. I mean, it's going to be interesting, but I know who I'm voting for. Of course, I'm not going to say. I think I've dropped hints here and there about who I'm going to vote for, but you know,
it's going to be sad.
It's going to be interesting. I think that the guy I want to win will win. I will. Did you know, I just heard something interesting. I wanted to bring it up. The most Googled people in America. In the world. I'm sorry, in the world. Guess who it was? Number 1 was the Pope. Guess who number 2 was? I'll give you a hint. It was a female.
Oprah?
Kim Davis. was the most
Oh,
Googled person
that
from
is
Rowan County.
ridiculous.
Yes, the Rowan County clerk, the homophobic Rowan County clerk who got famous off her homophobic ignorance. Yes, she
of the situation.
Yeah, of the situation. She should have handled that a lot better.
Oh yeah,
she should have handled it a lot better. She should have resigned. But yeah, she was the most Googled person. Now I don't think it's of all time. I think it's maybe of just this month.
Right.
The Pope and Kim Davis of Rowan County. That's very.
Well, the Pope was because he was here.
It's just it surprised me. Yeah. I mean, that just
but
surprised
remember,
me.
there was a big thing about she said she met with him and said all this stuff.
Yeah, she met with the Pope. She shook the Pope's hand.
Yeah, I know, but he said that everything she said wasn't. They said it wasn't what was said.
What?
The Vatican people.
I don't know what you're meaning, but yeah.
You know what the Vatican is?
I don't know what that means. What's that mean?
That's where the Pope is, at the church of the Vatican.
Oh, is that the name of his church?
Oh Lord!
Is that really the name of his church?
Oh my God! You're so smart.
You know, I am smart, but I didn't know.
Sometimes you ain't. You ain't smart in everything.
So, Nellie, something that just really has been irritating me, and I just want to get it off my chest, like something that really grinds my gears.
Yeah, I'm sure it's something about me.
It's not. It's about social media and the way people live through it to a point to where they have to base their life around it, like a relationship, for instance.
Oh yeah.
You're not official until you're Facebook official to some women. To some guys, I'm sure, too.
Yeah.
There's always got to be pictures of you on and when
to
you're in a
me, that's
relationship.
not a very stable or they definitely don't trust each other.
You don't think so?
Or she don't trust him.
Why? Because
she's just, I want people to know that you're dating me. That's ridiculous.
Right, yeah, that's a little ridiculous. Like, I think that people should chill out a little bit on the social media.
I think that's a little bit redneck.
Dating. It is a little bit redneck. It's a little bit too
out there for me.
Yeah, it's too out there. And like you have to make your profile.
And I'm a country girl.
Yeah, and like some women and men probably force their significant other to put themselves in a picture with them on their profile picture to let everybody know, hey, this person is taken. That's so crazy to me. Stop it. Stop it. Be an individual. Come on now.
I met some of the nicest people last night that were here for the Breeders' Cup. Mm-hmm. And they were from Texas.
Oh, really?
They were really nice people.
Oh, okay. So a lot of people are coming in for that, aren't they?
Yeah, it was, they come over and we had the best old time.
Yeah.
They were just very friendly.
They come over to your apartment?
No, they were at the bar.
Okay, wow. So I bet a lot of people are coming in for the Breeders' Cup. It's a big weekend.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big weekend happening in Lexington. In Lexington this weekend, you have Halloween, so it's trick-or-treating and all that. You have UK versus Tennessee.
You're right.
And you have the Breeders' Cup.
Right.
That's
3 huge events.
3 huge events. 4, right? Breeders' Cup.
Yeah.
UK, Tennessee.
That's 3.
And Halloween.
Yeah, that's 3.
That's 3, yeah. 3 big events going on.
Well, Keeneland's gone, right?
No, Keeneland, it's the last week of Keeneland.
Well, we got that too.
Yeah,
then.
but that's basically Breeders' Cup. That's where Breeders' Cup's going to be at, it's Keeneland.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like the mix.
I would have loved to have gone. I wonder how much it cost. Did you?
It's $50.
Was that all?
Yeah. That's the same price as what it costs to go to the Derby. I went to the Derby last year and had an absolute ball. Like, it was $50.
Were you out in the field?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to be out in the field.
Well, I love the Derby as good as the Derby was. I remember we had an episode on the Derby.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the Derby. As good as the Derby was, I'll never go out into the infield again.
Mm-hmm.
I will only do it if I have tickets. The Breeders' Cup, I don't know. I might do it out in the field. Just to go, I've never been. Because I wanted to go to the Derby once out in the field. Last year, I didn't make it to the Derby because Zach and Ashley got married on the Derby. On Derby
Yeah, I
Day,
remember
on
that.
Derby Day last year. And they did that on purpose. They always, had this thing for the Derby. Because I went to the Derby with
Was
them.
it over by the time they got married?
I think the Derby was actually being raced. The actual race was happening
During the wedding.
during the wedding.
Wow. I thought they might have a big screen TV.
And American Pharoah won that.
Yeah, I know.
race.
That was cool.
That was a big one. So, yeah, the Breeders' Cup is coming. The horse racing is it's bigger than what people think it is. It's world
Oh, I know.
renowned. When I was in Vegas, when I was in those sporting rooms, those sport betting rooms, there was a lot of TVs dedicated and devoted to just horse racing. And people over there, it was crowded. And people betting on horses. I mean, and Nevada. Out there, out in the West Coast, like in Vegas, Las Vegas, people are voting on what's going on here in Kentucky. So the Breeders' Cup is going to be huge. I would love to be in Vegas on Saturday. Ooh, I would love that because I would vote on I would bet on the UK-Tennessee game. I got to check out the spread on that. And then I have to check on the...
And I guess Tennessee's as good as usual.
Tennessee is as good as usual.
Okay,
we're gonna get beat.
slaughtered.
We're gonna get beat. Nellie, remember I was trying to explain what the spreads were in sports with betting. Now, are you starting to understand them a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I think the spread will probably be something like Tennessee by 10. So like, they're going to give UK 10 points.
Right.
So I think I would still bet on Tennessee because I think they're going to beat us by more than 10.
Yeah.
I look for Tennessee to beat us by 11 points. 11 points. Tennessee's going to win.
Oh, they might win by more than that.
Oh, Mississippi State killed them.
Oh. What did that score end up being? I couldn't even watch it.
I don't really want to say because I can't remember. I have it in my head. Like, it was...
Like 50, 40 something or...
It was... They beat them by almost 30 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat them by almost 30 points. I mean, that was a
sad.
slaughter. They slaughtered us. And Mark Stoops, I'm telling you, he's got to do something to really get this
motivate this team.
Motivate this team to win because, you know, there's a lot of people that are still on the Mark Stoops train. Like, they're all about him. They love him because, you know, there's a lot that's been going on with the program. Renovation to the new stadium. All these big recruits. He's a great recruiter. People are still wrapped up in that. But when you don't win, that's eventually going to all fade, and people are going to actually get tired of you because the main point of sports is to win, and people are getting frustrated that we're not winning in football. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's got to really do something to get this team to win.
I agree. I mean, I thought they were really going to be ready for this and get out there and try to kick butt.
Yeah, well, they said that next year's going to be a good team. It's going to be an awesome team.
They say that every year.
But they said that every year. But I said, yeah, they probably will have a good team. But guess what? Everybody else that we're playing is going to be really good too. This year's a down year for the SEC.
Right.
Next year, the SEC is supposed to be very competitive.
Because right now it's got a bunch of new people.
Well, the SEC is the best football conference in college football without question. I mean, we have Alabama, we have Florida, we have Tennessee.
Usually the basketball too.
Basketball, not so much. The SEC basketball is kind of weak. The best basketball conference is the ACC. You got Duke, North Carolina, Syracuse. Those teams are hard. But Louisville, the Louisville scandal. Nellie, we have done a lot of podcasts in the past, but I've never had so much more activity attached to a podcast than the one we did about the Louisville scandal.
Well, I'm going to tell you, the stuff I've been hearing and everything, it's just a mess. It's just crazy. And did you hear about the student that was going to sue them?
Yes, because it is defamation to her degree.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, update with the story. It all come out as true. It's true. Remember last time on the last episode we were talking about it? Is it speculation? Is the whole Louisville scandal, is it a speculation? No, it came out as true. It did happen. But we still don't know if Rick Pitino knew about it. He's still saying he didn't. But it's come out as it is true. It did happen.
Yeah.
So now everybody is waiting to see what's going to happen with Rick Pitino. Is he going to get fired? Is he going to resign? But he come out and said
he was going to resign.
Not going to resign.
And people's booed.
Here's my thing. Keep him. I want him to keep him. Because as long as Rick Pitino is there, nobody is going to come play for him. No parent is going to send their kid there.
Not after what he's done.
So that program is just going to suck every year.
And Louisville, the University of Louisville is going to be
down.
In bad trouble.
And not to mention, they're still going to get punished for this. They haven't said their punishment yet, so they're going to probably have to sit out of the NCAA tournament for 2 or 3 years. That's going to kill recruiting. What player in America is going to come to a school where they can't compete in the tournament?
Right.
Because that's where the stage is.
Right.
That's where you get recognized. No matter, like, if you had a scholarship to UK, I wouldn't go to UK. If UK was banned from the tournament for 3 years, I wouldn't go. Because nobody pays attention in the world to college basketball until March.
Well, I'm going to tell you,
Because the world's focused on the NFL. Go ahead.
I think Calipari's done a great job.
He's made it very. He's put
as
us.
far as he's been very.
He's publicized us a lot.
Yeah, but I mean, with this situation with Louisville, he's not been, trying to drag it down. You know what I mean?
Well, he did get questioned at SEC Media Day, and Cal was just being very Cal-like and just went on there and said, I think every coach should know and be aware of what's going on in their program. And that was a little dig at Rick Pitino because he's basically saying...
He said, but there's no way that you can know every single thing.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Rick Pitino says he has
I guess no... coaches for each...
Rick Pitino said he had no idea that this scandal was going on. I could see that happening if it happened one time, maybe one season even. But it's happened for the last 4 years, and he says he never knew about it.
4 years?
The last 4 years.
Oh, well, I hadn't heard that.
Yes, this has been going on since like 2011.
I thought it was just that 1 year.
No, this has been going on for years.
Oh, my God.
And he says he never knew about it. And he's a liar anyway. Rick Pitino is a liar.
I know it.
He is so unethical. So unethical. Karen Cypher, the woman he had an affair with, that was his staff member's wife. Who does that?
Yeah.
What a sleazeball.
Pig.
And Louisville, shame on you fans for thinking.
They did it on a table at a restaurant.
Shame on you fans for taking up for him and wanting him to represent your program. If Cal did that, I would want Cal gone.
Oh, I would too.
But Cal doesn't do that.
Right.
And people want to always throw Cal under the bus for something that happened years ago about Marcus Camby at UMass because apparently he was getting cars bought. It was boosters buying those cars for Marcus Camby. Cal probably didn't know that was going on. Maybe he did. He probably did. But you know what? That's on a different spaceship compared to what Rick Pitino's done. Slept with a man's wife, his staff member's wife. And now he is letting prostitution go on with 17-year-old high school kids.
Yeah.
What a gross man.
Disrespectful.
Tom Jurich, that big, fat Tom Jurich at Louisville, the athletic director, just sits up there and supports him and says, I don't think Rick Pitino knew anything about this. I think Rick Pitino should stay. He wants Rick Pitino to stay. So...
it'll come out.
It's going to come out that he knew. And Rick Pitino's career is over.
He always does that. He says no at first, and then he comes back and says, yeah, I did.
He's killed his name. And for the Louisville fans that think Rick Pitino should stay, shame on you.
Yeah.
Because
and the thing that
too unethical.
That tore me up about that woman, what was her name that he...
Karen Cypher.
Yes. They were done it at a restaurant on a table.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh.
Lasted 15 seconds. That's what he said. He said it lasted 15 seconds. How does it last 15 seconds?
I don't know.
He must have went like 2 months without ever touching himself.
Or something.
Or jacking off because I mean, if you just stick it in for 15 seconds and you go, dang, Rick. Yeah. Quick, Rick. Going quick.
Well, who knows what happened before they got there? To the top of the table. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm sure they had sex before that encounter.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Yeah, and he's just so sleazy. I don't know. Rick Pitino is just... he really did fall from grace, didn't he?
Yeah.
When he left Kentucky, he had a short stint as one of the greatest coaches in college basketball. Very short stint. His greatest years were his 7 years at Kentucky. And his first... or in the middle of his years at Louisville. he was excelling as a coach. But then he's just fallen so hard, just down.
Why he's been up there?
Why he's been at Louisville, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh.
Better watch who you run with, people.
Yeah, I mean, gosh. Makes me think, though, if Rick Pitino would have stayed here, we would have the same staff as what Louisville has.
Mm-hmm.
Would that stuff been going on at Kentucky? Yeah. So think about that. The school that we love, Kentucky, would have that going on. You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
And here you are moving your foot. It's just getting on my nerves. I'm trying to, in a nice way, just say, would you stop tapping your foot? And I just keep, doing this, and you just don't understand it.
The way how you look at me.
What do you mean
And
the way
I'm
I
like,
look at you?
don't tell me what to do.
Stop with that foot.
I do
You
what I
keep
want to
moving
do,
it.
Adam. Go on and do the show and finish it.
I'm trying to
God.
finish it. You know what? I am trying to finish it. And why do you have anything on your phone? Like, who's going to come in here and put in a code?
You know what? It ain't none of your business,
But who, though?
is it?
Who? The ghost that walks around the
It's
studio?
none of your business.
The ghost? Yeah, get that language going. Rated. Here we go, boys. Give me that tight lip. Stop. Gosh, oh.
I'll do what I want.
Are you?
Told you.
Why?
Because I'm old enough to do what I want.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you are.
Been through plenty to do what
Introducing the
Oh, really?
dish to your TV price line.
yeah.
190 channels.
Well, I'm old enough to do what I want. I'm a grown ass man.
I want.
What are you going to do about that?
I ain't gonna do a damn thing because I'm a grown ass woman.
Are you?
You damn right.
How grown?
You about to find out after you burst it up.
All right, well, Nellie, I want to thank you for doing the show. Everybody, I want to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter, AdamBanks88. Follow me on Facebook at Adam Neil Banks. On Facebook.com/Adam Neil Banks. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Instagram, AdamBanks818. What else, Nellie? Am I on Snapchat _Adam_Banks?
I don't know. What all?
All right, we'll see you, everybody.
Let me be your air. Let me roam your body freely. No inhibition, no fear. How deep is your love? Is it like